Graffiti, like all forms of art, takes place in many forms and influences people differently. Graffiti is a form of art mostly seen in urban areas, in public spaces, as a way of telling a story, usually political, cultural, and as a way for the artist to express themselves, their creativity, and their home. Now, art is defined as the creation and expression of the artist, typically in visual art. Graffiti is freeing, where any blank wall, canvas, or paper is free for you to do as you please. Now, there is no one style of graffiti, each being very different, so the possibilities are endless as an artist. Whether you're writing a name or drawing your city, there is no right or wrong as to what you believe is art. As to the range that this art form has, it has been seen in museums and galleries, and not even to mention high-end luxury brands like Louis Vuitton on their desired canvas bags, wallets, and backpacks that are very rare and sought after because of their uniqueness. Graffiti is a street art that has been around for centuries, starting in the 60s. Graffiti is beautiful and exciting as it usually has big, bright, eye-catching colors and patterns. Graffiti demonstrates Maslow's basic need of esteem, as each piece is unique and sought after. They are one-of-one paintings that no one else other than you will have. Now, it is true that graffiti has been associated with illegal activity and vandalism in all parts all over the world. The most recognized form of graffiti is using spray paint on private property that can make the surrounding area look ghetto and bring down the property value in the long run if it continues to happen. Graffiti can be used as a way to claim territory against other gangs and enemies, to let them know that the name you may see on the wall probably will not be very friendly to you. In addition, it is incredibly disrespectful to paint on another person's wall without their permission, and not to think about the repercussions and money it will cost either the city, the homeowner, or the business owner to paint over or to remove the tag. It is costly to remove spray paint from businesses and homes that can cost upwards of $500 if done by a professional, and once again can cost more if it continues to happen. Graffiti can be viewed differently, as art speaks differently to everyone, but this art form has always been associated with rebellion, freedom, and power. It has been frowned upon because of how noticeable and how much attention it will gather. Many people associate it as just destruction of property, but looking past what you have been told about it, it is quite a skillful talent that takes a lot of practice. An example of this can be seen in the works of famous and mysterious artist Banksy, who uses his art as a way to protest the evils of politics of this world that many of us in society, including me, may overlook because it is not necessarily happening in our backyard. This shows Maslow's use of self-actualization, because even though he is a graffiti artist and does vandalize the property, others renown him for his work and praise him for his brilliance as an artist, providing pieces that are thought-provoking. He is not looked upon as a criminal, but as a hero to many by the use of his creativity to show the meaning of his artwork. Now, graffiti is also known as street art and can be seen as a form of art because it often expresses the artist's emotions, thoughts, and political views through vivid and creative forms of visual expression. It also reflects cultural identity of a community and adds colors to a otherwise dull and gray urban environment. Graffiti has a long history and has always been used as a form of protest and communication for centuries. A counter argument against graffiti is critics argue that graffiti is vandalism, point blank period, because it is not art because it often is done without the permission of the property owner. It can also cause damage to public and private properties and overall be a nuisance to the community. Moreover, graffiti can be seen as a form of territorial markings and can contribute to a sense of fear and insecurity within a community. Final thoughts on graffiti as an art is graffiti is a complex and very controversial issue that can be seen as both art, vandalism, and destruction. While it has the potential to enhance the urban environment, it can also be seen as a form of criminal behavior that contributes to the urban decay. Ultimately, the classification of graffiti as an art or vandalism all depends on one's perspective and their values. Whether graffiti is seen as art or not, it is incredibly important for cities to have a clear policy and any regulations that balance the right of the artist with the rights of the community. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my speech. Thank you.